It's WarCraft Day. Greetings everybody, this is Stormy with the capital Z coming back at you with another WarCraft 3 cast. This is going to be a game on Concealed Hill. Of course, this is a part of replay request, and before I forget, I should put that up. Play request by Tucker. Absolutely unprofessional of me to stop and do this on the way, but there we go, it is done. So this is going to be a game apart from the replay request series, in which anybody and everybody is encouraged to send me Warcraft 3 replays to cast during my streams, and which later on are uploaded to my YouTube channel as VODs. So this is going to be a game on Concealed Hill. We got Lucker spawning over here on the top right as the purple orc. On the bottom left, we got KOREAKOREA spawning as the red human. And give me a moment, hey. So, going to be Lucker versus KOREAKOREA, human versus orc. Map is of course Concealed Hill. You have a easy natural expansion which is easily creepable, and a lot of rally spams. There's really no way to do away with the rally spams actually. Unless until if you change perspective, but what if the other guy is spamming just as much? Oh, to my dismay, actually, the colors over here are actually different. Lucker is actually the pink orc, because the color pink is probably the best. And KOREAKOREA is green. And I'm gonna have to check on chat, there we go. So, KOREAKOREA opening up with, I believe this is a rifle push. Can't be anything else if you're dropping the blacksmith that early. Hero is going to be a bit late, but it's a pretty effective build. It's Pally rifle and popularized by a popular player known as Thorzane. And Lucker will be this time going with Farseer, surprising, because Lucker usually likes to go Blade Master. That is his wheelhouse, that is exactly what he likes to do. And this time around, he is going to go with Farseer, and harassment will be the thing that he will be trying to do, from what I can understand. There has been no scouting whatsoever by either of the players, so we're not gonna be aware of what the other side is up to. Not even the first footman, because well, the first footman wouldn't be out. This is a rifleman build. First rifleman is out for KOREAKOREA, and the hero is going to be Blood Mage. I hope we get to see some flame strikes. Here comes Lucker. He's gonna go right after those riflemen. Of course, the riflemen are a bit more beefier than footmen, although they take more damage from the normal attack. They're much more sustainable, they're versatile, ranged, and deal much more damage than the footmen. So they're gonna be pretty safe against these spirit wolves. But that tower, I can't really say the same about that tower, which is about to go down, and he didn't cancel it. Damn, that wasn't cool. So the hero for KOREAKOREA isn't even out yet, and Lucker is already at his base, trying to cause some distraction. Once the hero's out, burning to Venge, we got Blood Mage out. What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Siphon Mana? Is it gonna be Flame Strike? Or is it gonna be the Banish one? I guess you could go for Siphon Mana. Siphon Mana would be a pretty good choice versus Farseer. If you can suck the mana dry, then nothing like it. And he went for Banish though. Banish is going to be the first spell selection for him, which is kind of a two-edged sword. You can banish your opponent units and then cast a spell on it to kill it, or you can banish your own unit to make it ethereal. But the double-edged sword part of banishing your own unit would be that if your opponent casts something like Chain Lightning on it, it's gonna deal more damage. So the only downside to this build is that your tech is super delayed. Lucker is already at tier 2, like, yeah, this is practically tier 2 now, while KOREAKOREA has not even started upgrading, although that's not exactly his thing. And okay, I like this, I really like this, using Banish to the advantage. It also slows down the unit, that's a big advantage. Lucker may end up losing the Farseer, but he chooses to use the TP and keep it alive to fight another day. Although I wouldn't really agree with that decision of Lucker. Perhaps just having your Farseer die at level 1 would have been a better choice. The Spirit Wolf may end up taking out that militia. No, it's gonna survive. Peasant will survive, and Lucker will resummon those Spirit Wolves on his side of the map. KOREAKOREA will begin his creeping. He already gained a bit of experience by killing a couple of those spirit wolves.
Job's done.
Lucker making his way towards the human base, and this time he only has a healing salve and a speed scroll. No TP, of course, considering the fact that he already used it up. And yeah, that's exactly the situation I was talking about. Level 1 hero only costs you like 170 gold, and it revives pretty quickly. It would have revived within the amount of time Lucker made his way from his base to over here. Not exactly sure what his plan is, but let's see how this works out. We have a lot of riflemen on the side of KOREAKOREA. Lucker, alright, Lucker getting his second hero out, Torrent Chieftain, and a couple of grunts. He's gonna be creeping at that green location, green creep camp. Well, he also goes for harassment over here. He's practically attacking those riflemen with just the Farseer and the Spirit Wolves, and that's really not going to work out versus that kind of firepower. They're probably gonna have long rifle upgrade real soon. No, maybe I spoke too soon. They're not gonna have that anytime soon. Tier 2 is still coming in. Black gunpowder is researched though, so they're gonna deal extra damage.
Locked and loaded.
Chat. Apparently I can reconnect chat. Not sure if it's gonna work out though. Okay, we don't really have any chat, so don't have to worry about it. Okay, we got 7 riflemen on the side of KOREAKOREA. Lucker is going to be in a pickle. He's doing everything he can to try and keep KOREAKOREA from creeping. This is exactly what he wants to do. But there we go, a lovely surround by Korea. And this time Lucker does not have a TP. He will go down. What are you doing, man? Don't want to lose your hero like that. And in a situation like this, if you let the hero go the first time, he could have saved it this time. Let's see how this turns out to be. We're still around the initial part of the game. We're reaching mid-game. Second hero of Lucker is already at level 2 actually. First one is still at level 1. And it's about to hit level 3 after it kills a couple of more creeps. So what do we have here? KOREAKOREA going in for the red camp, the fountain camp, and this, as I like to mention a lot of times before, as I've mentioned this as well, this map is literally the only ladder map that has the fountain of healing now. All the other maps that used to have it, Secret Valley, are no longer part of the standard map pool, Lost Temple and stuff like that. And I believe one of the newer maps, yeah, I think one of the newer maps may have it. We do have Ruins of Ajara and another new map introduced on WarCraft 3 Champions, which sadly I have not had the opportunity to play on. And what do we have here? Jockey says, damn, what is this replay? Replay, man. It's a replay. KOREAKOREA is currently sitting at level 3 on that hero. Lucker at 1 and 3. Not too bad, but it could have been far better. He did everything he could to stop, you know, delay the creeping for KOREAKOREA, but despite of that, he has reached level 3. He would have reached on a higher level if Lucker did nothing to prevent that. So you do have some sort of advantage on Lucker's side. Oh man, cancelled my Streamlabs deck there. Our town is under siege. Do we have a Spirit Wolf? Yes, we have a Spirit Wolf. Push. Arcane Sanctum yet? We do have the Mountain King coming in though. It appears that KOREAKOREA will stick to Riflemen. Why Riflemen? Because they just work. Long Riflemen with upgrades. I mean, Riflemen with long rifle upgrades, like, you don't really need anything else when you have that. And that's exactly what KOREAKOREA has. It's also got a level 4 Blood Mage, Mountain King coming in. We're likely going to be seeing Banish Bolt as the game progresses, as the Mountain King makes its way towards KOREAKOREA. KOREAKOREA going in for the second red camp, and there's a third one at this fountain over here, which will be contested between Lucker and KOREAKOREA. So Farseer at level 2. Hey there, newbie. Lucker should go Blade Master. His luck is there, 100. Exactly. Lucker should just stick to the Blade Master. So far, he's been performing terribly as far as this game was concerned. I mean, if you're not gonna say bad, if you're not gonna say terrible, you ought to say bad. We do have a big fight coming in. Lucker trying to get a surround off of those riflemen. They're all clustered up together, but that's way too many number of riflemen there. KOREAKOREA is just going to win this fight, and you also got that beast of a hero known as the Mountain King. With Banish, the attack damage increases significantly. You can take out so many units with Banish Bolt, and considering the fact that Orc Grunts have heavy armor, they're gonna take more damage to those. Uh-oh, you also got this tool. You can overcharge your mana pool on the Blood Mage and then transfer all of your mana to the Mountain King. This way you're gonna keep on doing the Banish Bolt repeatedly. Lucker coming in though! We got a super Jack over here, a Flame Strike. KOREAKOREA is in a precarious position. He should not stick here. He ought to TP out. He doesn't have a TP. He shouldn't stick here. He may end up taking out the Torrent Chieftain. Potion of Invul coming in. A lot of riflemen were lost this day. Lucker has relied completely on that lightning shield and stomps to take out most of the army for KOREAKOREA. Stormbolt coming in and killing that shaman there. We may have another Stormbolt come in as the Mountain King chases the shaman off. We're likely gonna have a Stormbolt, mana transfer, and shaman dies to just a basic normal auto attack by the riflemen. KOREAKOREA did lose a good number of riflemen in that fight. At that Jack attempt by Lucker. I'm not gonna say that Lucker didn't really lose anything there, but he definitely pushed the game in a favorable position for him. What do we have here? Lucker actually set up an expansion, which I completely forgot to cover. When did he exactly do that there? So KOREAKOREA gonna make his way towards the Fountain of Health, and like if he creeps this out, he's definitely just going to be ahead of Lucker in every single way. He crept out 3 red camps, and there we go. Flame Strike! Lucker is lurking around his base with little to no creep camps around himself apart from this one. Probably want to pick up some items and rejuvenate his units. He's making his way towards KOREAKOREA. Level 5 on that Blood Mage. Banish, Siphon Mana, and Flame Strike. He's got all 3 spells here. Lucker detects. He's gonna come in. Dome of Agility should pick it up immediately. And whoa, wait a second. Lucker is actually not making his way towards there. The big advantage for Lucker right now is that he has an expansion, and KOREAKOREA has no knowledge of this. KOREAKOREA transitioning into Knights and Breakers, it appears. We also got a couple of Priests in the back line there, and I guess you're gonna need those things to dispel away the Lightning Shield and also the Bloodlust if it comes by, and perhaps having a couple of Breakers will of course benefit you with the Magic Seal ability from Bloodlust as well. We don't have Bloodlust on Lucker's units as of yet. They only got Adapt Training. They're probably gonna have Master Training sooner or later though. Sometimes Orcs like to stick to the Adapt Training. And okay, Lucker doesn't have a Fortress yet, so we don't really have Bloodlust coming in. Although I do think that going for Bloodlust would be a good idea. Until you know that, until you're sure that your opponent has not gone for Breakers. If he's gone for Breakers, then no. Really just going to be... It's really just going to be a suicide attempt there. So what do we have here? A new user known as AZRITV, the pro-human player, still giving Scrubs some pro tips. Keep it up, my dude. Okay.
Research complete.
KOREAKOREA making his way towards Lucker's expansion. He detects it and will go after it right away. There we go. Flame Strike! Lucker making his way towards the expansion as an invisible Tauren Chieftain there. We have a follow. It's probably our new member there. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the follow. It is good to have you here. A big storm over there by Lucker. Chain lightning follow-up. This may just do it. Couple of those lightning shields over the melee units will do the trick. Lucker has a good position, and there we go. Flame strike with Stomp. More riflemen getting taken out. Lucker is in an amazing position right now. A lot of spellcasters at the back line. Potion of Invul, double Potion of Invul on the melee heroes there. Another chain lightning. Lightning shield also damaging Lucker's own grunt there. That's not really good. Mana being sucked away. The Farseer is dry. And Flame Strike. Gets none of that though. Lucker managing to practically take out most of the army for KOREAKOREA. Won't say that he didn't do it at a cost. He did lose a good number of units while having to do so. And he's gonna have to train his entire front line because he lost most of the frontliners now. Benefit for him would be that he didn't lose either of his heroes, and I would say the same benefit goes to KOREAKOREA, who also didn't end up losing either of his heroes. MK is almost level 4 though. We have here, I'm not new member my dude, it's Tree. Oh hey there, hi Tree, how you doing? How dare you not know the best undead player? Korea. What a blunder for Korea. Indeed, what a blunder for Korea. Practically could have finished the game. I would say that Lucker just had a better position there. Came in from the south, surrounded the entire army of Korea, and he needed more of those dispels. Dispel, baby, dispel! Do we have magic control? We probably don't. Magic control is a bit unnecessary, and Stormbolt was a bit unnecessary, I'd say, but he leveled up, so that compensates for it. And considering the fact that the Blood Mage can just supply it with mana anytime, I guess it's okay for now. He's not getting engaged yet, so it's okay. Now, I would really appreciate if Korea actually expanded somewhere. He could expand in the middle and fortify the hell out of it, or expand at his natural, where Lucker, by the way, is also scouting. I mean, that's really going to be a better idea than going in with my favorite strategy of Smash Fort, and that's exactly what he wants to do. He's gonna go in there with a Smash Fort. While Lucker is pretty nearby there. Nice, dealing a heavy amount of damage there. Another Flame Strike coming in. It's just a level 1 Flame Strike, so it's not dealing too much damage. Invisible Tauren Chieftain make its way. Descending. Stomp, stomp, stomp. And stomp. Getting all of it. And this will give Lucker a huge advantage. A Flame Strike. Lucker gonna move away his shamans. More lightning shields coming in. More stomps. And thunderclaps as well, by the way. We need a chain lightning. We need a chain lightning by Lucker right away. Flame Strike, no! Getting one of the shamans. More knights getting taken out. Uh-oh, big thunderclap there. Big thunderclap. Almost took out the shamans. Photobeast bites the dust. Level 5 Tauren Chieftain. Lucker ought to be feeling OP right now. Lucker has won this fight for sure. Only the heroes and one priest stand there. And a few peasants. And that's pretty much it. Flame Strike! MK surrounded. Thunderclap. Will escape momentarily. He's got like double gauntlet of... not double gauntlet, that's belt of giant. Double belt of giant. 12 plus on the strength part, and KOREAKOREA leaves the game without GGing, giving the game to Lucker. So Lucker's luck did not run out despite of not choosing his wheelhouse, the Blade Master. just going to go over the screens before we end the recording over here. Hope you guys enjoyed this game by Lucker. Thanks y'all for watching. Thank you for joining me in this cast. This was part of the replay request series, and as mentioned earlier, anybody and everybody is encouraged to send me replays, and I'll be casting them during my streaming hours. So that's gonna be all, and I'll be seeing you in the next game. Now.